Technically, the meaning of Akash is Sky, but So, good evening, Toastmasters and my friends.
Good evening.
Have you ever experienced a life-changing incident? Have you? Oh. Well, I haven't. But then, around 2 weeks back, on my way to office, I saw something that completely changed the way I perceived the world. It changed my way of thinking. The day started off as just a normal day for me. I went to Hebal, prepared for my 1.5-hour journey to HSR layout, got on 500D, took my seat, and decided to sleep. Somewhere through, near Manita Tech Park, the bus stopped. I got up, startled. It stopped because of the signal. I decided to stare outside. I was looking out. I saw some passerbys, I saw some cars. Then in the corner, I saw a pale shadow of a cow. My friends, I say pale shadow because the cow was famished. It was malnourished. I could see the ribs protruding from his body. I could see the hunger in its eyes. The cow just stood there, just skin and bones and nothing else. And everyone was just passing by it, not noticing it or just giving it a casual glance. I felt for it. I wanted to do something. Yet I didn't know what to do. I just continued to sit there. Because at this point, I saw a street cleaner walk up to the cow, reach out his arm, and in his arm, I saw a roti. He offered his roti for a cow. I was shocked. I was just looking. I had never witnessed such an act of kindness before in my life. I just kept looking at the scene. The signal turned green. The bus started moving. I looked back, trying to view the scene, but it faded amidst the traffic and the dust. I sat back. I started thinking about what I just saw. Here was a guy who's wearing torn shirts, who doesn't have shoes, who probably gets just one meal a day, and he's probably given this one meal to the cow. I'd never before seen something like this. I was touched. I started thinking, if a street cleaner can do such a great act of kindness, what about all of us well-off people? What do we do? Why don't we do something? I started thinking. And then I realized, at least for me, I don't know if it's for anyone else, but when I hear the word act of kindness, I think of something big, something that has to be done, pre-planned, something I'm scared to take a part of, because I know I'll have to probably prepare for it. It might take a lot of time and effort. But I realized when I think back, that this is not the case. Kindness need not be something this big. It need be something simple, something small. In fact, a quote struck me at this point. It goes like this. Too often, we underestimate the power of a touch. A smile, a kind word, a listening ear, an honest compliment, or the smallest act of caring. All of which have the potential to turn life around. And I realized how true this saying is. I started thinking back. I remember an instance in college. I went back 5 years in my life. I was a freshman in a place I didn't know, with people I didn't know. The whole area was new to me, the people were new to me. I was feeling alone and left out. This was during the first few weeks. I called my mom one day while I was walking towards college. I was kind of scared and I was alone, I didn't know what to do. So we were just talking. Then while walking, in the background, I noticed a group of people standing there. And I noticed a small snake, probably the size from my elbow to the tips of my finger, coiled up. I started walking towards it, curious. Before I go forward, I'd like you to know, I've always loved snakes. I'm a huge snake lover. Ever since I was born, I love snakes. When I went to zoos as a kid, I was that kid who ran first in a reptile cage just to see snakes. I was that kid who came back early from school to catch the last few minutes of Snake Wranglers and Animal Planet. I was that kid who spent every moment free time I had in college running around the grounds in the hopes I'll see a snake. I just absolutely adore snakes. I don't know why, but I did. I keep saying it to some of you, but for a limited. So, out of curiosity, I couldn't help but go towards them. As I neared, I realized the scene wasn't really what I expected. There were a group of people standing here. A small snake coiled up here, looking at them. And these people, instead of just looking at it, they were picking up stones and throwing it at the snake. A small snake can't really do anything, right? So it was just recoiling. It couldn't react, it couldn't scream. I couldn't show the agony it was in, I'm sure, because the stones kept hitting it one by one. It would have been a much easier thing to just kill the snake right then. I couldn't take the scene anymore. I turned and walked away. My mom, who I was talking to, noticed a change in my voice. She noticed, like only a mom can, the feelings that I was suddenly depressed all of a sudden. So she asked me, Kanna, what's wrong? You sound different. I narrated the incident to her, told her exactly what I had seen. I was surprised to see the sympathy in which she greeted me. In fact, in the tone of her voice, I could make out that she experienced the same pain, if not more, than I did at that point. In fact, I think she experienced more pain than even I did. And the funniest part of this is, my mom hates snakes. She just can't stand them. So I asked her, Amma, I thought you hate snakes. To this she replied, and this is one reply that I'll never forget. It'll stay with me for the rest of my life. She said, Kanna, it's true I hate snakes, but I know how much you care for them. And I know how much pain you must be in seeing the snake undergo that. Seeing the pain you're in, I can't be happy being your mom. It was not just the words, it was the weight behind these words. The amount of kindness, the love, the affection, the pain that went behind these, that really moved me. What I'm trying to say is, it's not these big acts of kindness that make a difference. Simple words, they make a huge difference to a person's life. So from today, let's take the initiative. Let's decide to do one simple act of kindness per day. It's not much, it's not asking for much. The act of kindness can be something as simple as going up to your loved one and saying I love you. It can be as simple as making way for another person in the grocery store ahead of you. It could be as simple as keep holding the door open for the guy behind you with a big smile on your face. Each of these carry a huge weight. In fact, each of these small acts of kindness cause ripples in your heart that percolate endlessly. There's a quote by Mother Teresa I would like to read at this point. It goes, people are often unreasonable and self-centered. Forgive them anyway. If you are kind, people accuse you of ulterior motives. Be kind anyway. If you are honest, people cheat you. Be honest anyway. If you find happiness, people may be jealous. Be happy anyway. The good you do today may be forgotten tomorrow. Do good anyway. Give the world the best you have, and it might never be enough. Give your best anyway. For you see, in the end, it's between you and God. It's not between you and them anyway. Thank you.